Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Response Able Solution. My name is Stanley J. Targos III, and I'm your host. Today, we're going to talk about eliminate debt, then create wealth. And the reason I think this is important is I've been doing this for a long time where people are trying to create wealth before they eliminate debt. And the problem is you're treading water. And I found with experience over 1,000 different cases that I've designed and that I've seen, that people who are treading water are trying to gain a rate of return while they're trying to eliminate an interest rate. And what that means is you're not getting further ahead. You're just replacing money in different areas that are not being efficient for you. So if we work on eliminating debt, then creating wealth, we're actually building things in a way that makes sense for us and allow us to win the game without the pain and agony. Now, that doesn't mean that we start saving and building an emergency fund the day we're debt free. That's not what we're saying at all. There's a balancing act between what we want to do, what our goals are, and how we want to accomplish that. And what I mean by that is this. When I think of creating wealth, I think of having an investable amount of money that's meaningful, like a capital storage vehicle that's meaningful, not nickels and dimes, not little pebbles, but meaningful, that we can pull in and take $5, $10, $15,000 and go invest in something. In order to do that, we need to first have a savings account, an emergency fund, manage our cash flow appropriately, and have a plan to eliminate the debt. And what's fascinating is if we're always knee-jerk reactioning our debt payoff, we never accomplish the goal of having a savings and an emergency fund, which means we're always in scramble mode trying to eliminate debt. And right when we get out of debt, it seems like that's when life tends to throw another debt our way. The roof needs to be repaired, the car needs to be replaced, someone turns 16 and you need a new car, you need braces, you need orthodontics care, you need surgery of some form or fashion. Something happens and it just replaces the debt that you just paid off. When you have an opportunity to invest, you don't have the cash. So if we eliminate debt with a game plan and a strategy, and know the day we're debt free, if we need to make an educated decision on an investment, it doesn't derail our debt free plan. It just gives us the ability to make a decision based on facts, not fear. And that's really comforting and that's helpful. I've done this a little bit in the last couple of months. And I'm embarrassed to say that for 15, 20 years, I've been navigating money and helping other people navigate money on the premise of growing money and saving taxes. When I added in eliminating debt, it really took me from an 80, 85% solution to a 90, 95% solution, allowing me to win the game faster. And what's amazing is in the last 6 or 8 months, since I've been practicing what I preach, not just walking the talk or talking the talk, but actually walking the talk, doing what I say. And I've always tried to do what I say. I've owned insurance. I've tried to invest. I've tried to do retirement accounts. I've invested in my business. I take care of my family. I eat healthier, not 100% healthy, but healthier. I'm conscious and I'm aware of what's going on. But when we have better information, we can make better decisions. My father in law said, "You made the best decisions you could with the information you had at the time, but if I give you better information to make better decisions, does that help you moving forward?" And the answer is yes. And up to this point, I've made the best decisions I could with the information I had. But now that I'm building a savings and an emergency fund in a different way, now that I know exactly when I'm out of my debt, I've had the opportunity to take a couple $1,000s and invest it into something that pays some dividends or pays some interest or has some gains or allows me to achieve my goals a little faster. What's nice is in the past, I might have spent like 50 or 100 or 200 or $500 and it would have made me feel good, but it wouldn't have been meaningful. Now I'm doing something that's a little better. It's not big. I have friends that are throwing 100, 200, $300,000 at stuff. I'm not there yet. You might not be there yet either, but you could be. If we started today and you knew it was going to take you 2 years and 3 months to get out of all of your debt except for your mortgage, and then another 6 or 7 years to eliminate your mortgage, and you had the opportunity to invest in a rental property, an investment that paid dividends that you believed in, a business that you wanted to start, or something else. Year 3, 4, or 5, you don't have to pay your house off, but you're actually sitting on meaningful cash that you could dump 10, 15, 20, 30,000 into something and actually have an investment that's meaningful. Something that pays you $2, $3, $5, $600 a month. That's meaningful. How much faster can you accumulate wealth, eliminate debt when you have another stream of revenue coming in? And that's the beauty. If we can get our plan together on when we're going to eliminate debt and use those dollars efficiently to create wealth, we win. If we nickel and dime our way there, we just are on a treadmill. It's frustrating. It's like drinking salt water, wondering why you're thirsty. It's never catching up. It's always reaching up to hit bottom. It's frustrating. It's tiring. It's exhausting. And it's not gratifying. And we want to make sure that you're always putting yourself in a position to win. Honor God, use your skills and talents to grow his kingdom, be a good steward of the gifts you've been given, use your resources to benefit you and your family, and create win-win-win scenarios. That's what we're doing. I want to help everyone have the ability to respond in a responsible way. And this is one way we can make it happen. I hope this helps. I hope you're asking yourself better questions, and I hope you're reaching out to the person who invited you here to say, how do I start eliminating my debt so I can create wealth? I hope you have a great day. I hope God blesses your journey. Thank you very much.